She's our real estate guru. She's Kathy Helbig with the Kathy Helbig Group. Comes from 18 years of realtor experience. Top producer, her and her team in St. Louis County and St. Charles County. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning, guys.
Last week we talked about the selling process. Let's talk about the buying process today.
Yes, so the market is really crazy, so it's really important that you have your ducks in a row when you're ready to go out and purchase a house. So the first thing that a buyer should do, number one, they're obviously online already searching for properties, but a lot of that stuff is not going to be available. So the first thing to do is give us a call, set up an appointment with us, and let's sit down with you and figure out what your needs are. Sometimes you have a house to sell first. Sometimes you don't have a house to sell. First-time buyer. What are the different programs that are available for you? Next is we're going to line you up with a lender if you don't have one. We do not try to line you up with our partners because something's necessarily in it for us. We're lining you up with our partners because we know that these are the people in town that are going to get the job done. So that's the next thing, is making sure that you're pre-approved. It's all already printed off, lined up in our file before we go out and put you in a car and start looking at houses. Then we're going to take all your criteria down. We're going to put you into the realtor system, which is different than what you're finding online. Mm-hmm. So we are getting the up-to-the-date information, plus we are on all these networks of the properties that are coming soon. So we're going to give you more valuable information than if you're out trying to do this on your own. Next, we sit down with you and put all that information into our programs, and then you start receiving updates many times a day. Every time a new property comes on, you're going to get it within seconds instead of a day. 24 to 48 hours sometimes is the turnaround time for stuff you see online, if it all makes it there in the first place. Then we'll get you out into a car and start determining what is the best match for you. And once we find that property, we are already ready to go and poised to get an offer on the table before that house disappears before your eyes.
Much different than years ago when you would just hop in a car and start looking at houses. That just doesn't work today.
It doesn't work today.
It's amazing how time-consuming that was back in the day.
It was. And so searching online was a great thing for the past few years to really determine your area. And that's still a great thing. Start determining neighborhoods and locations that you might want to have your family, raise your family in, schools, things like that. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty and you're ready to go buy a house, you need to be aligned with a buyer specialist. That's all they do, is help you find houses. They know how to structure contracts. They know how to win in these bidding wars. That's really important because people are writing 4, 5, 6 contracts and losing every single time because they're lined up with the wrong people that don't know how to do it.
It's a great point, because when you're ready to pounce, you better have everything ready to go, right, so that when you present it, it's buttoned up, it's the way it is, and you can sell the offer.
Right, and we've had people that have hurt our deals on the other side because somebody's lender didn't get back to us fast enough. They're having issues with the title companies. So that's why we are so adamant about trying to partner you with the people that we know that do business the way we do business and get our deals done, because we all have to work together as a team, or you can lose that house. Which
is why you put iPads into people's hands, right, because things move at a moment's notice.
Right. We want to make sure that we're communicating and using the most recent technology, and we're able to communicate with you at all times. So if you take one of our client-issued iPads, then we can communicate with you on searches. We can do all of our contracts paperless through that. We can communicate through a specific email account for you. So everything is right there in your hands at your fingertips on buying and selling a house with the Kathy Helbig Group.
It's stressful enough, so you're making it a lot easier for people.
Absolutely. And it's so fast moving. We don't have time to mess around. We've got to get you in there and get a contract on a house or it's gone.
In between my communications with you while buying a house, can I use the iPad to play Candy Crush?
Well, I guess you could, but you're not going to have time for that.
All right, fair enough.
We're going to keep you busy.
How's the market?
The market is fantastic. So the rates are still super, super low.
Right.
Stuff is moving within hours. So if you're thinking about selling a house, get on the phone with us now.
You're so busy, you almost lost your voice.
I have lost my voice. I've been negotiating too many deals.
You're cutting so many deals. 314-276-SOLD is the phone number. KathyHelbig.com, KathyHelbigGroup.com, right, I should say. And don't forget the app. Download the app. And the full team, your full team, co-owner of Keller Williams Realty West, and then your team, the group, KathyHelbigGroup.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kathy.
Traffic, weather, sports, straight ahead, KTRS.